It's Johnny, and this is the 13-month calendar. Yes, at Easter, that's in April, women would start having sex. At Easter, we had a big celebration. I think Christians call it an orgy or something. Hey, just hear me out. They celebrated women's fertility, and that's when women could start having sex. They could continue having sex, but that's when they started. Hopefully, they would get pregnant as close to Easter as possible. That's what you were praying to. That way you could give birth at Yule, or what they call Christmas. They put Christ right in the middle of it. Doesn't matter. The 13-month calendar, it told you when to plant certain crops, what foods not to eat, what foods to eat. And you could live to 120 years with no issues. You could have the biggest family and lineage of your last name, your clan, your group, your herd, your tribe. Doesn't matter. So in April, 13-month calendar, in April, that leaves 9 months. You give birth at Yule. Yule's when you decorated the log with, you gave thanks. And if your wife survived the pregnancy, if your child survived the pregnancy, you get yet another child in your family every year. 9 months from 4 months is 13 months. It's kind of cool, man, because our religions used to benefit us. It wasn't just you got to have faith to connect dots that make no sense. I'm a non-Christian, but I'm blessed to live in a Christian society. But I'm a huge fan of Yeshua. Jesus is not the same as Yeshua, because Yeshua was a Jew and he exposed Israel for what they are. He told them you're doing it wrong. The temple's within, and at this time the Roman civilization was trying to find a singular God instead of a multi-God. You know, you can't have gods of the seas and then gods of war and then gods of the harvest and gods of everybody's praying in different spots and they're all giving homage. They want one God everybody gives all their tithes to, right? So the heart, it's two wings of the same golden bird. Every golden eagle sits atop every false flag in every courtroom in the United States. Has the tassels on it, the golden, that's corporation stuff. Hold on. Two wings of the same bird. So the harder the government can squeeze you, the more you're going to pray for the religion they set in place. You see how it works? Well, we need to pray more. Man, the people in the world deserve so much better than what they've received. Not the United States, land of the free, where nothing's free. You live on a tax plantation and you're in debt. All the overtime you work and every bit of tax you pay goes to pay the interest of the federal debt to a people that pay your politicians $1 million a year to put you further in debt. All the while getting $3 billion every year. And you protect them without question because it's in your religion. Oh my God. Oh my God, man. It's unbelievable. It's not even mastermind. You know, it's just like no questions allowed. Back in the day, if you asked any question, they called it blasphemy. And you went on the number one Christian torture device. They put that torture device on their shields, their clothes, their helmets, their cloaks, everything. They just say, blasphemy, you're dead. But our people would still, this is a 13-month calendar, our people would still celebrate Yule and try to have sex at Easter. They just put Christ at Yule, and then they put Easter at Easter, and then they said, no, that's when the story was written way after Yeshua was killed on the Christian torture device. Christianity has the worst torture devices in any other religion combined. It was for real. And the Christians of this amazing nation, don't understand that when Rome was throwing Christians to the lions, they didn't want it anymore. They said, no, there's too many moving parts. You had an emperor, Constantine, that said, fuck me, you know what? I'm going to be Pope now. And we're going to change it back to religion. We're going to change the whole story. One group refused to change their Bible, though. That was the Ethiopians. That's the Nigor dynasty. And man, did they come up with an N word for them. If you did not do what the Vatican said, oh my God, have mercy. And it was perpetrated. It was just pushed through Southern churches that never questioned anything. Man, I love history. And now I'm upset because they kicked me off TikTok like I got it bad. I just lost my 10th account because I questioned Israel. I'm like, hold on, man. We're not allowed to ask any questions about the wars these people have. No matter who Jews fought, you're not allowed to talk about them at all. No questions allowed. And Israel's always, the Jewish people's always the victim. But we were talking about the 13-month calendar. Back when man was free, we had 13 months count. You didn't have to address, there wasn't no leap years. There wasn't no spring forward with the clocks, then fall back with they didn't have to keep addressing it. And the worker bee gets an extra month. You get paid every 2 weeks. There's only 4 weeks in a month. Everything to plant that benefits you is written out. Your wife, your woman, when does she get pregnant? It's written out. What foods to eat, what foods not to eat. You are a shepherd and an ambassador to the realm in which you live. And you have a duty to help others, to help other animals and creatures and dirt. We're not supposed to poison everything. We're damn sure not supposed to poison our water. That's why I have such a strong connection to our Native American races. Who would poison their own water? Americans, because the CDC says fluoride's good for you. All I have to do is run for governor. I hope I don't make it. I hope I don't get it. I hope nobody votes for me. Because to me, it's just the number one state employee. It all starts with me and ends with me. It's just state employee. It's not some prestigious job that you enslave its citizens and you're controlled by foreign countries. I'm not going to be very good at that. And I don't have any greed in my body. I just got to run. That way I can say I tried. I don't want to end up in my deathbed and say I never tried. And it's getting close, man. My health's pretty bad. Just feel like I'm waiting on the chest scar. And I think I am. I think I'm going to run. I think I'm going to try. Might make a fool. You know how the media's going to do me. You know they're going to, my mom was like, dude, they're going to tear your ass apart. Well, and you can't fight back because they can ban you on social media. And I refuse to use the media in any form. I'll never pay for a commercial to the people that control you. Never. I'm Johnny. What do you think?